Fire signs, welcome to your collective bonus reading for June 8th through the 14th. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear, so do check the playlist to see what additional messages you have there with your sun, moon, or rising sign. All right, let's get right into this. We have harmony. Oh, wow, that is really beautiful. I love that. And more doves. That's been showing up in every single one of these readings. Like that. Harmony. Makes me think of trolls. It's trollstice. Now I want to. I've had that gorilla song stuck in my head all morning too. So, all right. Let's see what our eloquy is. We have Nemesis. Wow, she who avenges revenge outcomes justice. Wow. I think bringing harmony to your life by wow, this is a powerful card. This is like a Queen of Swords feeling. It's vindication. It's having been through a lot, maybe even suffered a lot, but things turning out in your favor, being a lot more bold and brave. I'm also feeling that. As an INFJ, I know I've been talking about that a lot. We're called the advocates of the Myers-Briggs personality system. And so we stand up for things, the underdogs, things like that. We speak out when other people are afraid to, you know, and I mean really speak out. Um, I'll tell you a quick story. I was in ninth grade. I had been bullied by this one guy ever since probably kindergarten. And we had a substitute one day and we were in the biology room. So we had the teacher was here and then there was this weird configuration of sinks and things all the way around. I was on this side, he was over there. Substitute teacher was up there. He was spraying water in my face from across the room. That lady did nothing. So I snapped, I broke, at the top of my lungs, I cursed him out and her for not doing anything about it. I got ISS for like 2 weeks, but it was wonderful. He never, ever messed with me again. That was 9 years of, this guy. And it wasn't just me. He picked on a lot of people. But when I finally stood up for myself, that's when it ended. Nobody really messed with me after that. I just couldn't take anymore. I just snapped. So don't snap. But here we go. Destiny. Look at this. Diamond Destiny. Acknowledge your mission. Align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. There we go. I like that. This is a fierce energy here. I think harmony is coming in because you're not going to let anyone just kind of steamroll you or, I mean, we're fire signs. My goodness, you'd think people would know better. Some of them don't. So yeah, do stand up for yourself. You have to do it like how I did. Okay. All right. Let's see what is going on here. I think there's a need for harmony. I think there was some turbulence in the past here. In your recent past, we have 8 of Pentacles. And, ooh, the Empress. I like that. Wow. That's some feminine power right there. And the King of Swords. Woo! So we have this feminine creative energy, but then we have this masculine, like upholding truth kind of energy here. That's Aquarius energy as well. I think it's through your work you find harmony in your life by doing something creative, something that's meaningful to you. Wow, look at that. The world, something, you're mastering something. Look at that. The star, more Aquarius energy. I love that. And ooh, transformation. We have death in Scorpio. Wow, fire signs. Oh my goodness. Woo wee. I think I have to talk about this she who avenges, nemesis, revenge, outcomes, and justice. I don't, the revenge thing, I don't see here. I think there is a lot of wisdom in this lady. She's got this book here, and I feel like I want to talk about this card here. I feel like that's her experiences. It's everything she's been through. She's got these tarot cards just kind of everywhere, divining, understanding the universe, getting messages, communicating with spirit, because we have this amazing candle over here. That's the hopes and dreams. That's that star energy. And that, man, there is just so much to unpack with this one card. There's a mask down here on the ground. I think people probably wore a false mask, presented themselves to you in a certain way that probably just did not match up. There's an element here of being betrayed, of just needing justice. And the justice, if we think about justice, the card, it's a card of outcomes, it's a card of karma, it's actions, it's what we think about, what we do. It generates our life. And so I think there is this understanding here that justice comes by letting things go. Because if you were in a state of revenge, okay, or wanting to get back at someone, that energy it's reflected inward. That negative energy, it's only hurting you. I think there's an understanding here that justice comes from letting that go, that need for revenge or getting back at someone, if that's your case. Because holding on to those type of energies is the opposite of harmony. We see all these stars in the background too. I think the best revenge, I think you know what? There is revenge here, but not in this typical way. Your revenge is living your best life. Your revenge, if you even want to call it that, is following your hopes and dreams and having the best life you can. That's your outcome. That's where you have decided to put your energy into your glow up, basically. Thank goodness. I'm not seeing, so this card comes out, it really just depends on what's down here, what aspect we're going to look at it. But we're looking at like a fierce determination here. Wow, it's intense, that gaze. It's just staring into my soul. So, in your recent past, you started something, a path to mastery, something you really wanted to do. And we start these journeys here. You may not have known everything you needed to know about it. You may have not have even had the best skill, but the whole point is just to start. That is kind of an Aries Queen of Wands feeling. And so we see this person here, this young person, just getting better and better and better at what they do, because this is the Eight of Pentacles is a sun energy. It's being in your light, doing what you're meant to do, and showing up every day, being very diligent. This is Virgo energy. Now we have Capricorn over here with the World. So this is completing this mastery. You've mastered something here, which opened the door to something new, because this is a completion, right? This mastery could have been self-mastery. It could have been this realizing that your best revenge is to live your best life and be in harmony, and follow your destiny and just be a good person, wise. You certainly won't trust those people that did the bad things to put you there, right? Oh, you're avenging. Oh, yes. But look, she's got these flowers there. She's got sun energy around her. She's so, I don't know. She's very tough, this nemesis. She's very tough. Really been around the block. You can see, because this whole thing in your past, it brought you to where you are today. And I have to say, it has made you, everything you went through made you so much stronger. So much so. You may not even be on this path here to mastery and finishing it if all those things hadn't happened to you. You wouldn't have come to the same place. So there's actually a bit of gratitude here that I'm feeling as part of this, where you've understood. We have understanding and knowledge with that book of this whole process. That could be the book of your life, like with the future pages too. You know what I'm saying? It's like the story you wrote for yourself before coming here. We have two. So there's one, two, three, four out of six cards are major arcana. So this is a big deal. This is universal energy. This is stuff that is coming to you because it's time. It's here. It's manifesting. We have the Empress and the Star. What better combination to make your dreams come true, to make these dreams a reality, to be in connection with the collective consciousness and yourself, your higher self, your hopes and dreams. You are lighting it on fire. You're bringing it into being with this Empress energy. She creates. She's pregnant all the time. She's all the queens rolled into one. You've got it all right here in the palm of your hands, manifesting your happiness, your dreams, your goals. I don't think there's a better combination here of putting in the hard work and doing this, closing out a cycle for sure. Absolutely, 100%. I feel like that world card is more than just mastery and completing something there. You completed probably several soul missions at once, is what I'm feeling here. That's what I'm feeling. This is beautiful energy. This is bringing your dreams down to earth. Wow. You're sharing these gifts with the world. You understand this mission. There's a lot of knowledge and wisdom here. A ton with this King of Swords energy, also Aquarius. And I really like this interpretation. We see this well-traveled man. Once again, we have another book. Very wise here. This feels like, like a otherworldly, a supernatural wisdom. And what I really like about this King of Swords is we see, although this is a card of air and knowledge, kings are air on, this is air on air. We have that, divination, intuition, knowing aspect with the crystal ball. So I really like that addition to this card, symbolizing that connection with the divine, the sword right there, the sword of truth. It's like an antenna. It's a connection. It's your soul truth, and that's being crossed by transformation. So in your future here, this is a current energy. You are currently creating and working on your hopes and dreams right now in this moment. In the future, you have more transformation coming to you. It's like you're always in this process of learning something new, but I feel like something is being heightened here. So this transformation, this death card, this is Scorpio, and Scorpio is one of the signs that is more psychic. So it could be that you are having visitations maybe from spirit guides or relatives that have passed on. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but I'm seeing that energy here of guidance, because we have this wisdom here and then we have transformation. Could be something like that is what I'm feeling. Communication too, because we do have swords, I'm feeling that. That's what I'm feeling. It could be it could also be you might be a Scorpio might be crossing your path. I tell you what, this is weird. I have to tell you this right now because I have this death card up. I actually had a dream about a reaper a couple nights ago. So there was this gentleman, not bones, but like skin and bone. I mean, his waist was probably this big. We're talking very tall and skinny, black suit. I do believe he had on like a hat of some kind. And at first he was chasing me, with this weird mouth, like almost like a dementor trying to suck my soul out. And I was like running from him and trying to hide because I wasn't ready to go. And then he stopped. And it was as if he was standing there doing a, like in his mind, he could see my life. And he was like, hard times, good times, hard times, good times, hard times, good times. He was going through all the times in my life where I had it really rough and bad. And then the times where I had it good. And when he was done with that, because it was a mental process for him, he just kind of said, you know what? Never mind. I'll come back later. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, you're in your good times now. He didn't want to take me in that moment. That was so weird. I've never had a dream like that before about an actual reaper. So very interesting. I don't know why I felt like sharing that, but do pay attention to your dreams. There's something, I don't know. Got a weird brain, but yeah, that was it was really interesting. He decided he didn't want to take me. He actually felt had death had pity for me. There you go. But we see a portal here, something closing, something ending, something new beginning, and we also have transformation here. We have change. Okay, 555. Encouragement, support, obstacle, battle, calling, restructuring, and creative work. You are going to level up. It might not feel good initially, right? But it will prepare you to handle the greater things in your life for your highest good. This is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. And that's what we have there. That revenge, is you living your best life. That's it. Yep. And think about the outcomes with that, because justice, like I said, it's a cause and effect. It's how you live your life. Focusing on your happiness, doing what you want to do, as long as it hurts nobody. Yeah, there we go. It's just really happy. Be cool if we got like a sun or happy card. Yeah, I'll take it. I was feeling a yellow like a sun. That's golden quartz is kind of like almost like a citrine. So we have golden quartz. Success. I will take it. Quartz opens up the crown chakra, connecting you to your higher self, and the colored gold promotes guidance and success. Golden quartz helps you to recognize the golden treasure that you truly are. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Saggy. Nice. When you can see your divinity and know that you deserve the highest and best, you can create success in every area of your life. And we have that with the stars. Stars also like success, I would say. So, affirmation: I connect with my higher self before I take action. When I do so, everything I touch brings abundance and success. That is the Empress right there. Everything she touches turns to gold without question. Woo! We have two cards. Let's keep mine as too much stoic wisdom. We just want one. All right. Wow. Yeah, I was worried about that revenge when I first saw it. So we have Zeno. Our individual life is part of the entire cosmos, governed by the universal reason, Logos. Okay. Logos, universal reason. Observe a natural phenomenon, such as sunset or tides, and contemplate the inherent laws and order within it. I was watching the sunset last night. It was so beautiful. Logos is the divine rationality that orders the universe. Like a cosmic mathematician, it creates patterns and laws that govern everything. That's part of that justice here in cause and effect. While nature shows us what happens, Logos explains why it happens in that way. And I think that's why we have the books here and the wisdom. We understand, what these events and things, why they happened, what we can gain from it, how to turn it into something better. That's that, temperance angel. Fire! I love it. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. That's like the Ace of Wands right there. Unity, time of divine understanding. There's a understanding of the book. Renewal, peace, hope. You radiate and attract great love. I believe that. broken wishbone. I'm not worried about that. That's the stuff from the past, or, when things don't work out, it's a blessing in disguise. I'm not going to worry about that at all. We have camel. Persevere and you will overcome a problem. That's the 10 of wands. In moon, now we have changes again. So I think if you, whatever you're working on right now, you're going to see a lot of success from it, a lot of harmony as you focus on just what's good for you, your soul mission. There we go, fire signs. I love this reading. Wow. Very intense, very fiery. I like it. All right. Let me know if you liked it by hitting that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.